Win as one. EA Sports FIFA 21 sponsors Saturday Social.
Ben, going to be quizzing you on your Chelsea teammates' FIFA 21 ratings. Before we get into your teammates, do you know your current overall rating?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, no, I do know. I don't know. I'm so pretty sure. It's 81. It's 81.
It is 81. Gone up 2 from last year. Are you happy with that? Should it have gone up higher?
Yeah, I think. Well, I was 79 last year, and 81. Obviously, it's a step up. So I'll definitely take it, but I would have been happier with maybe a few more.
Okay, fair enough. And of course, big news from you this summer. You made the move from Leicester to Chelsea. Big fee, of course. How have you found life at Chelsea settling in?
Yeah, really enjoyed it. Obviously knew a lot of the players before I came here, which was a big reason for me wanting to join. And then also the manager. I spoke to the manager before I came, and he was, so good with me in terms of, giving me confidence in the style of football that Chelsea play here, how much it suited me. And I think also if you talk to a lot of the other boys that have joined, they'll say the manager was a big factor for them joining.
For you,
yeah, for myself. And it was just, obviously, like I said, talking to him and knowing a lot of the players, and always kind of, enjoyed the style of football that Chelsea play. It was a no-brainer really for me. Obviously, it was difficult leaving Leicester because I've been there so long, but in terms of my career and wanting to push to the next level, it was a no-brainer really.
And of course, your league debut couldn't have gone much better really. 4-0 win, goal and an assist. You became only the 3rd Chelsea player ever, I don't know if you know this stat, but to get a goal and an assist on your Premier League debut after Alvaro Morata and Deco. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
You can have that one.
Okay,
it couldn't have gone much better, could it?
No, it was, like you said, it was a perfect day really. Obviously you want to come in and make a positive impact, and I was very nervous before the game because I wanted to, kind of show my qualities, and the best way to kind of integrate with your new teammates, although they were also welcoming, is kind of, put in a good performance. So, to get the win, the clean sheet, and then also contribute with a goal and assist, like you say, it was a perfect day, really.
Yeah, love that. Okay, let's get into it. Who do you think is the highest rated player at Chelsea according to FIFA 21?
Well, I actually don't play FIFA, so these are all completely off.
Okay.
What I would say in terms of football, so the highest rated, I'm probably going to say N'Golo Kante.
It is, correct, yeah, N'Golo Kante, 88. Now, you played with him before, haven't you? I seem to remember an FA Cup game against Spurs for Leicester 4 years ago. So what's it like playing with him, and how much has his game developed in those 4 years from playing with him then to playing with him now?
Yeah, obviously I was at Leicester with NG for a few years while he was there, and then obviously now back with him. And I think personally what I've noticed, he was always, amazing at the defensive side of the game. But since joining here, his technical ability now is, one of the best in the team. Like technically he's so good on top of how good he is defensively.
Yeah.
So I think joining Chelsea is definitely, because of how much possession Chelsea have, obviously he's improved a lot technically, as well as, probably being the best in the world defensively.
Okay, next up, head-to-head now between some of the new boys. Werner and Havertz, both 85 rated, both moved from Germany. But who do you think has better shooting on FIFA 21? Both got very good ratings, worth pointing out.
I don't know. I'm probably going to have to say Timo, just because he's a striker and he got goals on goals last season for Leipzig in Germany. So, although Kai also, I'm sure, probably got a lot of goals, and his shooting stats are probably pretty good, I'm going to have to go with Timo.
Yeah, you're right again. 28 goals he scored in the Bundesliga last season. How good is he? Because you've played with a lot of top strikers for Chelsea, Leicester and England, the likes of Harry Kane, Jamie Vardy. How good is Timo Werner, and what level can he get to, do you think?
Yeah, he can definitely be, I'd already say he's up there with them two, and he can definitely go on to be, absolutely world class for a long time, for the next 10 years or so. I think when you look at his age and how prolific he is in front of goal, even now his start to Chelsea, he's scored a lot of goals already. And last night his penalties, we were talking on the bench after I come off, saying how good his penalties are. He's just in front of goal, he's so good, and he has similar characteristics to both Vards and Harry, to be fair. In terms of running the channels, and how quick he is similar to Vards, and then with Harry, his link-up play and his finishing is similar. So I think he's definitely in the category of them two, and like you said, me personally and Chelsea were very, very lucky to have him here.
And he seems like someone that you've got on very well. I saw an Instagram about you Ruining his food? Is that something you do quite regularly?
Nah, do you know what it is? It's because he did it to me a few days before.
Oh, did he? But he didn't film it?
He didn't film it,
Oh, I didn't know that bit.
So he did it to me in the canteen, and then I got him back, and then I was annoyed because the next time he did it to my dessert the night before. So
that's a no-go, isn't it?
I did it to his mash.
Yeah, I saw, yeah.
And he did it to my apple crumble, so I was a little bit more annoyed.
So it's about equal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Love that. Next up, who's the strongest player at Chelsea? Once again, according to FIFA 21.
Again, I've not played the game, so I can only go off what I think here,
Yeah.
which would be Zoom.
Yeah, I mean, you keep saying you've not played the game, but you're getting all of these right.
I know, but
Kurt
to be
Zouma.
fair, the game's got pretty nailed on then.
Yeah.
With
Is that an
real
easy
life.
one to answer then? Kurt Zouma for you, definitely the strongest player.
For me, yeah. He's a monster. Like, he's in the air, on the ground. If you go into a 50-50 with him, it's pretty likely you're going to come out second best.
Have you had a few of them in training?
I try and stay away from it because I know the final answer. But no, I think I don't know if you've seen how big he is in person, but he's an absolute athlete. And again, he's had a great start to the season. And yeah, he's just in the air, on the ground. He just likes to eat everything up. He's definitely the strongest player here.
And he has had a good start. You said both defensively and offensively, chipped in with goals, and obviously been very good at the back as well. He's had a good season, hasn't he, so far?
Yeah, very good. You know, set pieces defensively, obviously, you know, quality, heads a lot of the balls away, but then in attack also he's got 3 goals, and I think he's showing how much of a threat he is, you know, from attacking set plays as well.
Okay, this is an interesting one. Quite tricky, because there's a lot of quick players you've got at the club, but who do you think has the highest pace rating at Chelsea?
Well, I know what the answer's probably going to be, which will be Timo, but if you actually look at the stats, I've not seen Timo's this season, but last season, what I got told, Tony Rudiger was the quickest player from the GPS results. So if it was what I would say, it would be Tony, but...
So according to you are right, by the way, it is Timo Werner according to FIFA, but according to Ben Chilwell, if everyone has a race, quickest player, based on the stats you do, you'd say Rudiger edges it, do you?
I'd say Tony Rudiger or Fikayo Tomori.
Yeah, I did this with Fikayo last season actually, and he actually said he'd back himself in a race.
He definitely backs himself as well.
Oh, does he?
He definitely backs himself, yeah. But no, he's right to back himself because a few years ago in like an under-18s game, I didn't know who Fick was, and he probably didn't know who I was, and I've tried to knock it past him down the line, and yeah, he was very fast.
Really?
I'll just say that. So
okay.
Yeah, I'd personally say Fick or Tony.
Love that. Okay, right, I'm going to pin you up against your Chelsea and England teammate Reece James. Who do you think has the higher defending stats? Both good again.
Complete guess. I'm going to say Reece for this one.
Reece James 73, Ben Chilwell 77.
Maybe because I'm a few years. Well, I think we're both good defenders, but when I look at Reece in terms of like his strength, I didn't know until I came here how strong Reece actually was, and how well he uses his body when he's defending. So for someone who's only 20 years old, the maturity that he shows when he defends.
He's a real talent, isn't he?
He's an unbelievable talent. Everyone likes to talk about how good he is going forward, but defensively he's top as well. How
exciting is it at Chelsea? There's so many young, talented English players as well. We've mentioned Reece James, yourself, Mason Mount. There's so many players like Tammy Abraham. It must be a very exciting time at the minute being a Chelsea and an England player.
Yeah, of course. Like I said to you, one of the reasons I wanted to come here was because I knew a lot of the younger players through playing with them at England and how talented they are. And then, like you say, also the fact that we're all young and hopefully going to all play a lot of games for Chelsea. I think when you look at the manager when he was here, they had the English spine, which if I've spoke to him he thinks a good reason for them being so successful. So
really,
now we've got a lot of English players here who are all young. If we can all stay here for the next however many years, hopefully that can help bring trophies to the club.
Right, next up, who do you think, according to FIFA 21, has the best passing on the team?
I'm trying to think, maybe out the new signings. Is it out the new signings?
It is out of a new signing. Doesn't narrow it down, there's been a lot of new signings.
Yeah, there's a few. Maybe Hakeem. Is it
Ziyech,
Hakeem?
correct.
Yeah, Hakeem.
Yeah, 87. So tough one for you to answer that then. In training, there are a lot of people that are good with passing. In terms of range of passing then, would you say he has the best range of passing?
Yeah, I think, that's what I've gone with, because I think there are a lot of good passers, but when you look at Hakeem's ability to, find a pass in the final third and zing a 60-yard diag, his passing range is one of the best I've seen, and his left foot is something else. Obviously, the Krasnodar game was the first game me and him have started together, and he must have done 3 or 4, 60-yard switches to me. So, yeah, for somebody, who won't mind me saying this, for someone whose legs are so small to be able to do a 60, 70-yard diag like that is something impressive.
Are you sure he won't mind you saying that?
He won't mind me saying. I'll tell him that. He doesn't mind it at all.
Last question. Got to talk defending. Which defender has the highest defending stat on the Chelsea team?
Probably Thiago Silva.
It is once again, equal with Conte, interestingly, 86. Got to finish by talking about Thiago. It's been great for Chelsea recently, so many clean sheets. How important has Thiago been in the dressing room? Because you look at him as a player and what he's achieved. I mean, he's played pretty much everywhere and won a lot of trophies. Is he a big personality that's come into that dressing room?
Yeah, massive personality. He's come in, and just when you train with him, you play with him, he just has that calming aura. And like for me last night and at Burnley, where I played alongside him, he's constantly telling me where to be, positioning, helping me out. Even when the ball's on the other side of the pitch, Chile tuck in a bit, Chile you can go wider now. To be able to play with someone who, he's played at the top level and, can help you literally for the whole 90 minutes, kind of goes unnoticed, how good he is to play with. So, hopefully we can, keep him fit for the whole season so that he can help us, win a lot of games. And like I said, he's, brilliant to watch on the ball, but in terms of helping everyone around him, he's top as well.
There we go, Ben. Did pretty well there, considering someone who doesn't play as much FIFA. You got a lot of them right. So do you think EA have got most of them right then? Most of the ratings you're pretty happy with? Other than yourself, should be a little bit higher.
Yeah, to be fair, we were saying before that I thought maybe EA weren't, bang on with what they normally get. So I'll have to maybe take that back because they seem pretty spot on with them.
Love that. Ben, top man, good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.